Well, good morning. It's about 9:27. I stopped for about 5 minutes now. Got off about 8:15, so on my way to Sealy Lake today, 17K day, but I had to stop here and have a little bit of water and enjoy the view. As you can see, I've come around the other side of Silver Peak. There it is off in the distance, up there yesterday, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous view from this vantage point of the ridge. Beautiful forest, some of the small lakes in between you'll see. Yeah, just a pretty place to stop for a break. So good night last night, good morning this morning. Legs are feeling good. I think I got my trail legs finally. 17K day, like I said, probably get to camp, I'm going to guess between 5 and 5:30. I'm not going to push it, just keep taking breaks and keep fresh. And certainly spend some time at the crack, which I'll take some video of, because I don't want to be descending that on jelly legs, that's for sure. But just a beautiful morning, a great day, and nice to know that every step I take now brings me closer to the end of the trail. Well, I'm sitting here at beautiful Heaven Lake. Just had a water break and a snack break. It's 10:54, so right on schedule, and beautiful lake behind me as you can see, but look at the view in front of me. I don't know if the GoPro makes it out or not, but you can literally see all the way to Manitoulin and Tobermory from here. It's just spectacular. Clear blue sky, beautiful scenery. You can't beat it. But at the same time, I am happy I'm heading home. One more night in the park, going to enjoy it, going to enjoy the rest of this hike. I think I've got about an hour and 40 minutes hiking time, so with a break thrown in, the better part of 2 hours to get to Little Superior and Proulx. I don't know whether I'll have lunch there or stop before, but once I'm there, then there's a big climb to get up to where the crack is, and then it's all downhill from there. Alright, stay tuned. Well, here I am at the infamous crack. Part where the ridge is split apart. You walk down through there. People will catch the day hike trail off the road and hike up here. And they come up for the wonderful views. Let me try not to kill myself. I'm kind of perched precariously. But you can see over here, beautiful shots of Killarney Lake and OSA Lake, the Ontario Society of Artists Lake, named mostly for the group of 7 who were so instrumental in saving this place from being logged. And obviously the beautiful mountain range behind me once rivaled the Rocky Mountains in height, but you know, millions and billions of years of erosion have worn it down. So I've got 14K in for the day. Got another 3.2 to do, so Jeff's map says an hour and 10 minutes. We'll see. My legs are a little tired, so it might take me a little longer to go down through the crack, but bottom line is I'm a heck of a lot closer when I started this morning. So, well, I can't wait to get to the campsite, get the shoes off, relax, and set up one last time. Talk to you later. Hello from Sealy's Lake. Not much of a campsite, not much of a lake, but you know what? The 17K day is done. Now I've only got 5K to do tomorrow, and I am out of here and to a well-deserved shower. So feeling pretty good about that, that's for sure. I had thoughts during the day about maybe pushing it all the way out, but then, you know, where do you stay, and is there going to be anything open, and you know, the last resort would be to sleep in the car, but why do that? You know, I'm close enough to the end, and like I say, pack up and be out of here in a couple hours in the morning, and that'll be perfect, and I can take my time driving home. So all in all, it was a good day. I didn't expect to get here till in between 5 and 5:30, so getting here at 4:30 was a pleasant surprise. Met a lot of day hikers going up to do the crack. Not too many through hikers today, that's for sure. I think the ones I saw were heading in the other direction, so who knows how many I'll see tomorrow, but I've been wondering how I'll feel when I get to the end of the trail. You know, accomplished, glad it's over, satisfied. I'll save my thoughts on the trail until that point, but you know, I know I'll be feeling a lot of things, that's for darn sure. So here we are at Sealy's. I got the gear explosion done, got my water. Now I just got to set up the tent and I'm pretty much done for the night. Debate about whether to have a fire or just cart my night's garbage out. Feeling pretty lazy, to tell you the truth, after a 17K day, so who knows, we'll see. Talk to you later. Hopefully there's enough light left. It is 6:48 and I'm at the campsite, just had dinner, relaxing, having a cup of coffee. There will be no fire tonight. I'm just whipped. I'm gonna just you know, make sure the gear's all put away correctly and call it a night pretty early. But like I said, I figure it's about 6K from here to the car, and then a short drive to the showers. Can't wait for that. I know I've said that many times, but man, oh man, those creature comforts you sure miss. So anyway, a few final thoughts on today I wanted to give. I ran into two young guys in between Heaven Lake and Norway, and we chatted for a bit. Real personable young guys. I'd say mid to late 20s, and the one guy had hiked the trail several times and was asking me what my favorite campsite was, and I told him Boundary and asked him where he was heading, and he said, oh, we'll see. Depends how long we're at the peak. And I'm thinking to myself, the peak? Man, you got a trek ahead. He goes, I got David booked. Now, I was at Boundary, what was that, 2 nights ago, and David is the campsite for the hikers is basically the same spot. It's just you head in a different direction. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, that's a huge day. And he said, yeah, I might do it in 2 days. I've done it in 3. I might do it in 2. And so I quickly did the math after, thinking to myself, could I do the trail in 2 days ever? Like, and then I thought, 39K a day? Not a chance. But kudos to them if they can do it. I mean, that's great. But man, oh man, that's putting it into beast mode for sure. So if they ever watch this, my hat's off to you. Also wanted to give a shout out to Jeff of Jeff's Maps. Jeff has detailed maps of both Killarney and Algonquin. I think he's got Tomagaming as well. But I'm telling you, the map was worth every penny. You can get it online too, but you know, if you're looking for a detailed resource to help you on a trip, that's the way to go. So shout out to Jeff. You know, I watch videos of people who do like through hikes of the AT and the PCT and the CDT, and these guys are going like, you know, 20, 25, sometimes 30 miles a day, and I'm thinking, wow, it can't be terrain like this. But my hat's off to you guys too. You know, I've watched Darwin on the Trail, and the Whimsical Woman, and Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust, and you learn a lot by watching those folks, and you know, it really does help you when you're out there. So solo. Oh, another shout out to Kevin Callan, because Kevin, the Happy Camper, you know, he always talks about if you're going to go solo, don't go 1 or 2 nights. By the time you get comfortable, you're just, you know, heading out. He suggests going longer, and Kevin, you were bang on. If you ever watch this, let me tell you, you gave correct advice, sir. You know, you get to the point where you're just so comfortable out here. Part of you doesn't want to ever leave, but at the same time, part of you is anxious to get home too. So, you know, solo versus being with the guys. I mean, being with the guys is always going to be the preference, I think. But a solo trip was nice. It was different, just to rely on yourself and you know that you're responsible for everything. There's nobody to help you out. The twists and turns and mistakes you make are your own, and the good things and good decisions are your own too. But at the same time, you do miss not being able to share the day, you know, at night, and talk about you know, all the things that you saw, and you know, kind of just get a chance to reminisce. But would I do a solo trip again? Yep, probably go canoeing though. And I wouldn't do big days, just shorter days, you know, because of course with canoes you always have the risk of being wind bound, where hiking, I mean, wind is wind, right? You just power through it. But yeah, I guess today was arduous for sure for me. I found it just as difficult as the day I went from Three Narrows to Little Mountain. I think, you know, up and down over those ridges really test your mettle, and coming down the crack with a full pack on your back is no joke either. Certainly if I were to do it again, I'd find a way to pack lighter. Packed as light as I could, but I'm sure there's tips and tricks where I could do even better. But those are the things I wanted to mention for today before I forget, and hopefully we'll you know, check in when I get to the trailhead tomorrow, unless something interesting happens before then. Here there's been some beavers swimming around the lake, but they've been too far off to really get good shots of them. But it has been nice to sit back and just watch their activity. But like I said, tomorrow it'll probably be just a video at the trailhead to kind of cap things off and talk about my thoughts of Little Cloche Silhouette Trail. So it's good night from Sealy's. Well, here it is, the last morning. Had a schedule, can't believe it. It's 7:51 and I'm about ready to leave camp. Like I said yesterday, should take me, well, according to the map, hour and 35 minutes, so throw a rest stop in there, hour and 45. Should be at the trailhead pretty soon to talk to you about thoughts of the trip. So off we go to the last part, and it should be the easiest section of all. Talk to you later. Well, here I am at the Western Trailhead. Just finished the Cloche Silhouette Trail. It's 9:20. I had left at 7:53, so pretty good time. The trail's tough, but it's fair. You certainly have to be in shape to tackle it, that's for sure. And any kind of quartzite that's wet, you got to watch because it's slippery and it'll get out. But as much as it tests you, it rewards you with great views, and I think just the pride that you can do it by yourself and get out there and enjoy the backcountry and test your limits. So glad I did it, glad I'm through. Got about a half a K hike to the car, and then it's off to the shower, send a text that I'm safe and sound, and then start the journey home. So it's been an adventure, loved every second of it, and looking forward to my next backcountry adventure probably next summer.